Hi, welcome to the Andrew Buckle book review of Cover Story. This is the art of American magazine covers from 1900 to 1950. And this is by Stephen Heller and Louise Philly. The book is from Chronicle books. The book came out in 1996, 144 pages, and it's predominantly colour, but some black and white all the way through, but mainly colour. So let's just go through the book. Lovely French flaps there, and straight into the introduction where it shows some fine examples straight away of magazines. Motor Age, you've got a lovely one. Film Fun, I've got a couple of copies of that, Film Fun. Unfortunately, when looking through this, and there's a lot, like I say, quite a bit of introduction there, but you've got a variety of Ladies' Home Journal. Of course, most of them are American, so if you're in America, I'm certain these sort of magazines turn up pretty regularly. In the UK, they do turn up occasionally. I have got a couple of copies of various magazines from various years. The Household magazine there, Crime Detective, Startling Detective. Now they're quite big examples there, so it's quite nice. It's not all very small. Really huge one there, which is very nice. Nice quality paper as well. True Story, All Story, Love Story. Now they go for quite a bit, these love magazines. I've over the years bought a few. Unfortunately, I haven't got them now. And I was just looking online. They go for quite a bit. Not certain why, to be honest. But however, obviously, lots of great illustrations, I suspect. That's the reason. Now you've got here Pictorial Stories, Famous Fantastic magazine there. Mysteries, I should say. Dance Lovers magazine. That's probably one for me. I love dance. The Dance, Broom, Little Review, Smart Set. All those. And the thing is, with each of these, gives, of course, the artist. Also, you've got the magazine and also the date. It says April 1922 and gives a little bit of a blurb saying about that. And likewise for this one as well. And like all the way through, Judge magazine, Life. So you've got Life magazine there. In some of them, you've actually got quite small examples as well. So it actually shows quite a lot. And this is a page in point. So you've got here Life magazine. Some lovely ones. I would love to see a book. And I don't know if it exists. All the Life covers. It'd be pretty amazing. There is one, I think, the Saturday Evening Post one, which I'm hopefully getting soon. I think it has about 3,000 odd covers. I love covers. Obviously, I assume that they're going to be fairly small covers in most places. So Vogue and other Vogues there, just glorious. These lovely sort of Art Deco period, bathed in surrealistic fashion photography. I just absolutely. Vogue magazine. Now, of course, like I say, they're all ones from the States. Be nice to actually see a UK one of magazines like this, but I don't think I've ever seen one, which is a pity. Maybe there one exists. Please put in the comments below if you know of a book that is similar to this for UK magazines or European magazines, even maybe French or German, whatever. I love those sort of things. They're just absolutely great. They really sort of capture the spirit of the time more than maybe books, probably in many ways. So they're just of the moment. You've got the Workers' Monthly. There's those sort of things. So lots and lots of examples all the way through. So if you're into covers, I think this book is just absolutely glorious. I'm not certain how many covers are in this book, but there's obviously quite a few. Standard Oil Bulletin. I'm not certain I'll be rushing, but I'm certain that's very good. Digest-sized house organ there. Fortune magazine. Seen quite a few copies of Fortune magazine. They turn up quite up. Not so interesting. Maybe they're very good. I don't know. It's one of those ones you see them at comic marts or book marts or whatever, and you think, I wonder what's in that, and never look at them. Strand magazine, again, all the illustrations are always fascinating to look at. And then, of course, you've got a nice index at the back, which is always great, and then bibliography, which is always annoying because it always ends up having another list of books. You think, that would be nice, and I have just gone and ordered that one, The Great Magazine Covers of the World. So, yeah, another book, and some of these I'm certain are great, but of course, very hard to tell whether they are or not. And I love pictures of newsstands. Newsstands are always great. I was actually quite disappointed when I went to New York, etc. Didn't see as many. I was really expecting loads and loads of these like newsstands piled high with all these sort of course, I think that world is long gone. So, there's probably a few. We got one or two in London, but not very many now. And it's, all those sort of ones there, all the various covers there. Very hard to read, actually, detective one. I can just about, sometimes me at Red Book, the Dime Sports magazine, etc. That one looks like a German magazine there, which is odd. So, anyway, maybe. Obviously, German magazines there as well. So, Saturday Evening Post, of course, there on. However, what a lovely book this is. I mean, it's not a huge book. I mean, it could have been maybe 300 pages, 400 pages. I would have been happy to buy that. But still, I think it's a great selection. I've got a theatre magazine, really good. Again, glitz and glamour of the stage provided by the... Here is Natsamova. I must admit, that may be very famous. However, a Salome. So, what a brilliant book. Totally brilliant. If you're into magazine covers, you will thoroughly enjoy this. Cover Story.